FMU, you're on the air.
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
Hey, Tom, it's Rich Hutchens out in West Newbridge.
Hey, Rich. How are you tonight?
Doing okay. Hey, I want to talk to you about a little something, if that's okay.
Sure.
Well, I've been listening the last few weeks, and I've noticed that your energy level takes a real dip around the hour 2 mark.
Really? Like heading into the third hour?
Exactly, yeah. It's like, I don't know, the gusto's not there, and honestly, I think you sound like a little chick whispering in a library by that point. So.
Oh, well, thank you for the kind words.
Well, I'm sure I'm not the only one that's noticed that. It's pretty obvious, but not the greatest thing to listen to, really.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't. Like I said, it does kind of sound like you're a chick at some point.
Because you
like
say that
a tired chick at that.
Yeah, you say that with such disgust.
Oh, I don't think so. I think I'm just pointing something out.
You're okay.
But listen, little buddy, I can help you with this.
All right. How can you help me with my? I didn't even know my energy was flagging as
definitely. I think we can all feel it.
Okay. How can you help me with that?
Well, I'm actually the founder of Hutch Corp.
Okay. What is Hutch Corp?
We are a company that makes health and energy supplements, that sort of thing. Vitamins, herbal remedies, that sort of thing. And I think our latest product is just what you're screaming for.
Okay. And what is that?
Well, it's called PerformaFog.
PerformaFog.
Yeah.
What is PerformaFog?
Well, it's a performance enhancing supplement. It's going to just help you kind of get that energy back, and really just you'll just be a new person basically.
What do you mean by performance enhancing supplement? Yeah.
Oh, you've heard of like creatine?
Sure.
Sort of like that, but completely natural. It's all natural and post-natural ingredients, and it's just going to really just take it to that next level.
Okay.
And it's the cool thing about it is you don't actually ingest it in like pill form. Yeah. You basically you fog it.
What's that mean?
It's a fog.
A fog.
Yeah, it's not like a topical cream, but those little those canisters of like insect killer, you put in a room and you take the top off and you close the door and it shoots the stuff up and kind of fogs the room.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Basically, that's how you do this too. Only you get in the room with the fogger.
You get in the room with it, and it fogs up the room, and what you're breathing that air or something?
No, you absorb it through your skin.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a different way of doing it, and it's great. It really. It's the way to do it. I mean, you'll notice the results pretty quickly, So.
Okay. Well,
so how many canisters you want?
Well, I being that I've never heard of this stuff, I don't know if that's something like that's for me, really.
Oh, come on! I think it's definitely for you. I mean, a lot of people are raving about this stuff. The church loves it. The church is raving about it.
The church is raving about what? This fog?
Fog, yeah.
The church?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like what, the Vatican?
No. The Vatican, what do you mean?
Like you say, the church. I mean, what? It's like a religious thing?
No, not the church. Not the church, the religious group, the church, the band.
The band, the church?
Yeah.
From Australia?
Yeah.
They are raving about this, what's it called again?
PerformaFog.
PerformaFog.
Yeah, they're all on it.
They're on this stuff.
Yeah.
This, like, performance-enhancing...
Oh, they love it. They're new men. You should actually go to their website. The testimonials up there.
The church website?
Yeah, it's the Church Oz, for Australia.
Hold on. Let me just get the computer here. What is that now? The church?
www.thechurch, is all one word, The Church Oz, O-Z.
Okay.
.net.
.net. Well, that's not the church.
Yeah, on the front page, yeah.
I don't think so.
Marty's getting pretty big, isn't he?
I mean, these guys are, it's like a weightlifting.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it, though?
They're huge.
I mean, how healthy do they look? They look like they could each, bench press a car.
That's what, exactly. I was going to say it looks like they could pick up a car.
Yeah. It's tough for them to find paisley shirts now that kind of fit that kind of physique. That's sort of a bummer for them, but they're loving it. And, it's funny, Steve Kilby, he says the other drawback is that he's just blowing through bases now.
What do you mean by that?
Well, he's snapping the necks every night.
Of the bass,
yeah.
He's snapping the neck of the bass guitar.
Snapping the bass in half, pretty much, yeah.
Because his strength has
exactly, yeah.
Wow.
And it's interesting because he plays with his fingers pretty much, and so he's not like hammering it, but so he just needs to kind of pull back a little bit on the the twinkle fingers. So, I call them.
So that's what this stuff does. It
takes you up the level. It takes you up and makes you just you're living it. You're living life to its fullest at that point. You're getting mass. You're getting some good mass, and I think like they've always said, rock and roll equals muscle mass.
I've never heard that. Rock and roll equals muscle mass.
Yeah, I think that's in like a Chuck Berry song, isn't it? Nadine, I think that's it.
The lyric, Nadine, I don't think it says rock and roll equals muscle mass.
I think it's in there. I'm pretty sure it is.
I think you might be mistaken on that, but I guess...
Oh, hey.
Yeah?
Did you happen to see Flock of Seagulls on TV this past week?
Yes.
On Kick Me Again?
Kick Me... No, it wasn't called Kick Me Again.
What's it called?
Was it Hit Me Baby One More Time?
I don't know about that. I thought it was called Kick Me Again. Anyway, Hector and Jose are fogging.
From who? From Flock of Seagulls?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think... Oh, that's right, because he was up there playing with like a new band, and it looked like...
No, that's Flock, man.
That's a Flock of Seagulls up there?
That's the new Flock, yeah. That's the only Flock in my book.
Not the other guys.
I can't remember who they were. Mike doesn't remember either. Mike's getting on the stuff too now.
On the fog.
Yeah.
On the PerformaFog.
Yeah.
And those guys were pretty muscular.
Oh, Hector and Jose, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait till Mike's score starts taking it more. He's gonna be as big as those guys. Mike Reno's on it too.
Mike Reno from Loverboy.
Yeah. A little bummed because he didn't start it soon enough, and as you probably saw, his performance was not the best.
I thought they were a little off.
Yeah, he's a little off. He's really wishing that he had fogged up, had brought a tent with him. He wishes he could have joined Jose and Hector in their tent.
And kind of did this PerformaFog thing.
Yeah, they both could. All those guys could have got fogged up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Davy Jones too.
From the Monkees.
Yep, full-on fogger.
Really? You mean this guy just like... He's little, though.
Well, check it out. www.
Okay, hold on. Okay, www.
.DavyJones.
Davy, and it's Davy, right?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Monkey, Monkee.
Monkey.
Man, all one word.
Uh-huh.
.com.
That's Photoshop.
No, that's him.
Oh,
he looks great, doesn't he?
He looks like a giant.
He is a giant.
He's
the giant he always knew he was. He's realized his dream with the help of PerformaFog.
Is he taller now?
Pardon me?
Is he taller? He looks gigantic.
No. I mean, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, maybe he's actually getting a little taller. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's part of what if that happens or not.
What do you mean you're not sure of it?
What do you mean?
I mean, like this is this stuff you're pushing. You're not even sure the effects of it.
Oh well, everything's ironed out totally. Yeah, but I mean, it's like stuff like no one quite knows what's going to happen. 20 years down the line. But this stuff is safe. The government signed off on it definitely. And I'm actually going up to Montreal in a couple weeks to meet some prospective clients.
To meet some from clients for this PerformaFog.
Yeah, to get on the fog bandwagon.
Like, who are you going to visit?
The Arcade Fire.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're interested in this?
Oh yeah, they're hoping to be involved in the tour.
The Arcade Fire, who are kind of artsy.
Oh well, even the artsy want to get big.
Is that what it is?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's kind of surprising. What tour did they want to be a part of?
Oh, the Summer Fog Out tour.
What is that?
It's a big tour where we get all our our flagship endorsers on the road, and we just kind of we have basically fogging parties all over the place, and kind of those big amphitheater kind of joints, and we pass out literature about the product. There's fogging tents, free canisters.
Now, who's going to be on this tour?
Oh, geez, who's not going to be on the tour?
Well, let's start with who is going to be on the tour.
Well, the Church are going to be on, definitely.
Okay.
Okay, Flock of Seagulls. Marshall Crenshaw.
Wait, Marshall Crenshaw does this stuff?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, he's not exactly known as the biggest.
Well, get ready to type this address in, okay?
Okay.
www. Marshall Crenshaw.
www.Marshall Crenshaw?
Yes.
Okay.
.net.
.net. Okay. There's no picture up here. I guess I go to gallery.
Yeah. Oh, he told me he's putting it up on the front page.
No. It's just the Field Day album cover.
Oh, come on. It's got to be up there.
Okay, I'm in the gallery. Some old pictures. Okay, more old pictures. Picture from whenever you're on my mind. Video shoot. Oh my God, that's...
What's the one thing you notice about him that's different from every other picture you've seen of him?
Well, it looks like he's turned into the Hulk.
What's on his head? A lot of hair.
I guess so, yeah.
A lot of hair.
Uh-huh. So this stuff is kind of helps with your hair?
Well, for Marshall, it's given him a whole new head of hair.
Yeah, but it's given him, his arms are pretty, they're like tree trunks.
Of course they are. That's because he works out twice a week.
Twice a week?
Yeah.
This is just from working out twice a week?
Oh, yeah. I mean, imagine what he'd look like if he worked out every day.
I almost wouldn't want to imagine
His sweater wouldn't fit at all.
Yeah. Wow.
So anyway, on this tour, we got Marshall Crenshaw, Flock of Seagulls, England Dan.
England Dan.
From England Dan and John Ford Coley.
Sure.
Yeah. Rilo Kiley.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're doing this now, too?
Oh, Jenny's totally into it, yeah.
She's doing this PerformaFog.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They fog out on stage sometimes.
Really?
It's a great spoon.
Okay.
Yeah, Britt and Jim are way into it. Go onto their site and check out Britt's neck.
What's that?
Go onto their site and check out Britt's neck.
Okay. What is their site?
www.spoonfed, that's one word, .com.
He's got a big neck.
It's like it's like a pro football player's thigh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all into this.
Oh yeah, and Jim the drummer, he breaks 5 cymbals a night.
Just hitting them that hard.
Oh, yeah. Iron and Wine's going to be on this thing too.
Iron and Wine.
Yeah, guys, his beard is like vines now. Super strong.
Wow.
Yeah.
And all these people are into it.
Oh, totally. Jerry Casale from Devo.
Really?
Yeah. Kind of makes Mark and the other guys feel a little weird, though.
You would imagine so, because that has never been Devo's image.
Well, they're more bummed that Jerry's outfit. They're going on this tour, and Jerry's outfit is like the others. It's kind of like one of those nuclear waste jumpsuits.
Sure.
Only his is sleeveless because his arms are so big, and the front of it is just clear plastic, so you can see how ripped he is.
So he plays on stage wearing that, while everybody else wears like their usual.
Yeah, yeah. The tour's going to be fabulous. It's going to be a blast.
Oh, so that's it, pretty much, the tour? Anybody else?
Devo, Spoon, England Dan, Rilo Kiley, Flock of Seagulls, Marshall Crenshaw, The Church. What more do you want?
I guess you're right. That is pretty impressive.
It is.
Okay, well, so when is that tour?
Not quite sure. This summer, definitely.
You're not sure this summer?
Yeah.
Well, how could you put that tour out on this summer?
Oh, we're going to. I mean, it might be the Live 8 thing, in Philly. I could be part of it. Maybe Lollapalooza in Chicago.
Well, I mean, you kind of have to have that stuff. It's already June. All those like sheds fill up.
Oh, we'll get on those shows. Don't worry.
But you've got like 9 acts there.
Yeah.
How are you going to get 9 acts onto?
Well, we're gonna show up in the morning.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get on the show.
Yeah, but this is what they have these things booked out all through the summer.
I know. But I'm saying, say you're the promoter of this tour, like the Carnival of Sins tour, or this Lollapalooza show in Chicago.
Okay.
You've got like the Pixies and I don't know, the White Stripes or Flaming Lips, all those bands there. You're gonna tell me that when you see all these muscly rockers like Flock of Seagulls, Crenshaw, Rilo Kiley, England Dan, Spoon, etc., you see us at the door with all our muscle-bound crew, that you're not just going to say, "Oh, yeah, come on, play."
Yeah, but what about but there's only so much time in the day.
Yeah, I know. But we'll get all our bands on. Yeah, the thing is, we're going to take over their tour, and those bands aren't going to play at all.
Whoa, wait, so people are paying to see a show, this Carnival of Sins thing, what is that? That's
Motley Crue, Silvertide, Sum 41, bands like that.
So people have paid to see that show.
Right.
Sold out thing at any of these outdoor...
Like Jones Beach.
Yeah, Jones Beach. Sold out show. All of a sudden, the crowd is told, guess what? None of these bands are playing tonight.
Well, the first couple dates would probably be like that, but then once Polestar gets a hold of it, or whoever, then everyone's going to know, oh, that tour, whether it's the Carnival of Sins or the Strange Days Festival, that show is now the Summer Fog Out tour. So it'll take a couple days to make that transition. Yeah, our problem is we're not sure which tour to really take over at this point. We were planning on doing the Zuma tour, which was Ben Harper, Innocent Criminals, and Black Keys, and the guy from Fish, but that got canceled. So,
where on earth how on earth do you think you're going to get away with just kind of bullying your way into shows?
We'll just say, hey, look at us, we're big. Look at you, you're tiny. Sign it over, sign the tour over. I mean, it's just like in the Bible.
So you mean you're just going to it's like the threat of violence?
Right. It's just like David and Goliath. When he conquered the Romans through his sheer brute strength.
Who conquered the Romans?
David and Goliath.
David and Goliath?
David and Goliath. From the Bible, the biblical character.
Yeah, no, that's not one person. It's David and Goliath. It's two people.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's David and Goliath.
Well, so like N is his middle initial.
What Bible have you been reading?
Well, so N stands for what?
I don't know. It's in the Bible. You don't question it.
What, you know what does it stand for? Neil?
I don't know. That doesn't sound like a biblical name to me. Maybe it was like Nebzadrid or something. You know, like one of those biblical names.
So David N. He just decided to abbreviate that middle name, and his last name is Goliath.
You're going to get in trouble with the man upstairs if you keep doing this. It's not cool at all.
Oh well, I think you're misrepresenting the man upstairs.
Well, let me ask you something.
Yeah, go ahead.
What tour out of these do you think we should jump on? Like I said, there's the Strange Days Festival. That's the Doors of the 21st Century. John Kane, Steppenwolf, Vanilla Fudge, Pat Travers. That would be easy to overpower, I think. Black Crowes, Tom Petty, probably the same thing. Tuffy would be the Gigantor.
What is that?
That's Megadeth, Dream Theater, Fear Factory, Nevermore, and Boba Flex.
Yeah, well, I would kind of say that none of them. What right do you have to? People bought tickets to go see shows, and people booked these things months in advance.
Well, who would you rather see? Would you rather see like a decrepit Robbie Krieger out on stage, barely able to pluck his strings, or would you want to see Mike Score out there with the full-on hairdo back, just smashing that keyboard with his iron fists, going, "I ran," blowing out mics with that voice, which you'll be doing if you start taking this stuff.
Which would I want to see? I probably want to. I think I might say neither.
What if you got to see The Game versus Van Morrison?
What do you mean The Game? What the rapper? The Game?
Yeah.
What do you mean versus?
Well, I didn't want to blow this, but it's out in the open now. Van Morrison is very interested in getting fogged, and one of my ideas would be to get him on this this Snoop Dogg Game tour that's been going on, and they'd fight.
To get Van Morrison on it.
Yeah.
So you want to get Van Morrison onto a Snoop Dogg the Game tour?
Yeah.
And who would fight?
Van Morrison and The Game.
What are they fighting over?
They're just fighting over, it's like a pride thing at that point. Both those guys are rich.
And what, do they hate each other?
It's like wrestling, boxing. You just do it because you can do it,
So just you want Van Morrison is old though.
Well, he's gonna be looking great, totally cut and buff once he starts fogging.
So but he's still old though.
Doesn't matter.
Like an old guy in great shape is still an old guy. He would get murdered by The Game.
It's like Moses though.
You really love the Bible, don't you?
Oh well, Moses. When he ripped that river in half and just let all those dudes through.
He ripped the river in half.
Yeah. Don't you know about that? You need to go back to Bible school, my boy.
Well, maybe I do. You're right. I got to learn more about David and
what you got to
Goliath.
do first?
Yeah, what?
Get on the fog. So how many can I put you down for?
I really have no interest in it.
Come on.
No, it does not interest me.
It's great stuff. It's good stuff.
Well, it's very impressive.
Come on.
But it's never been some goal of mine to be completely muscle bound.
Well, you got to get into it.
I'm sure you do, and I'd rather not.
Come on.
Come on what? No. You've got enough customers.
You really need to get on this stuff.
Well, I don't want to.
Come on.
Well, do you take it?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
Well, why would I take it then?
Well, you need it more than I do. And...
Well, how
I'm going to be out of this thing in like 2 years.
Out of what thing?
This whole thing.
What thing? The PerformaFog?
Yeah.
Why? It seems like it's going great for you.
Well, and, keep this under your hat. By law, you're only required to really test the effects of the stuff for like a year and a half. So that's all you're required to, which we've done. And everything's been pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, at around the 16-month mark, some of the side effects are maybe a little more pronounced.
Like how so?
Well, here goes. Say anything, right? I mean, this is cool.
Well, just tell me.
Okay, well, that's when the life rage really starts to set in.
The what?
Life rage.
What is life rage?
Well, it's sort of, imagine yourself at your the angriest you've ever been.
Yeah.
Multiply that by like 300.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we had a guy completely demolish the weight room at the testing facility.
That's how out of control it made him.
He smashed the room to pieces with the weights, and then he smashed the weights.
He actually smashed the weights?
Yeah, like to dust.
Really?
It was pretty sick.
Well, that sounds completely wrong. Well, it's obviously wrong.
Well,
So you are going to try to get out of this then?
Well, yeah. I'm getting out at some point. There's a couple other things that are kind of sketchy about it at that point. There's some fear that this thing probably causes some other problems in people too.
Like what?
Well, like pretty standard stuff: dry mouth, urinary infections, heart stoppage, joint pain, night terrors, cannibalism, headaches.
Whoa. Well, I heard a couple in there I want to flag for a second.
Dry mouth, yeah, it's killer.
No, dry mouth sounds like the least of the...
Nothing burns like that urinary infection. That's for
heart,
sure.
you said
Darn
heart.
Sure.
You said heart stoppage.
Yeah, that's fairly minimal.
I can't think of a case of minimal heart stoppage.
Well,
what is minimal?
It's like 53% maybe. Why?
So 53% of the people who do this stuff suffer heart stoppage?
Right. Well, define heart stoppage. That's still for...
No, how about you define it?
Well, I've never gotten the full data on how long this heart stops for. The night terrors is something a little different too.
And you said cannibalism.
Did I? Hang on. Let me look at that. I did say that. Yeah. Yeah. That seems pretty minor too, though.
So just minor cases of cannibalism.
Yeah. That one time was a pretty big deal. But
what was that?
One guy ate some of the cafeteria staff.
Oh my God! Well, that's horrifying.
Well, what's even worse is that he has rabies now somehow.
Because he ate.
No, I think they think the rabies started before the attack, but no contact with animals, so it's very questionable. I'm just glad to be getting out of it when I'm getting out of it, and.
But you would have had no problem if I would have signed up today.
Well,
you're telling me all these symptoms, but you're still trying to sign me up.
Well, you probably just haven't felt that stuff yet. There's a good chance you might not feel any of that stuff.
Well, why? I told you I'm not doing it.
Well, you're already on it, though.
Hold on, what?
Well, if you've been drinking those sodas that got sent to the station, did you notice those 6 cases of sodas?
What? Oh,
Mountain Fog?
Yes.
Have you been drinking them?
Sure. There's just been some soda up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And
that's Mountain Fog.
I thought it was like Mountain Dew.
Well, it's sort of like a less potent version of the fog that you can actually ingest.
Uh-huh.
And can I ask how many you've been drinking a day?
It's good. I would end up, I guess, like 4.
Well, yeah, okay, so it's starting already.
What's starting?
The addiction.
What? So I've been drinking this stuff?
Yeah.
This is like a liquid version of the...
Yeah. So, yeah, your body... your body will just sort of instantly start to crave it, which it sounds to me, if you're drinking more than 3 a day, that it's well in effect. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hooked on this stuff now.
Yeah. You have a call screener there, right?
Yeah.
I would tell him to get out of the room, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. If he doesn't want to get A, eaten, and 2, rabies.
So you think that this can just, I could explode at any time now?
It hasn't been really proven to make people explode, as far as I know.
No, I mean not literally explode.
Although there was something weird that happened in our testing facility that second month, yeah.
I don't mean literally explode, but it sounds
well,
like
this guy did literally explode.
Oh, wow. Well, that's fantastic. So
you'll want 2 tenths, I imagine. Let me write this down and get your order sheet out here.
2 tenths?
2 tenths, yeah, two fogging tenths. Those are $1,200 each, and a month's supply of foggers, depending on your addiction. Well, basically $5,300 a month we're looking at. That'll do you, right?
No, that won't do me. I'm not paying $5,300. I'm going to stop drinking this soda.
You can't.
So I can't stop drinking it.
You won't. I mean, you're drinking it right now, aren't you? I know you are.
Well, I just finished one, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's sit for about no more than probably 30 seconds.
Uh-huh.
I guarantee you at the end of that 30 seconds, you're going to get up and get another soda.
Uh-huh. I think I can fight it.
I know you can't.
I think I can.
You can't.
I'm pretty sure I can.
Okay, let's wait.
I really need to get one of those sodas.
I know. Yeah.
I know. What did you do to me? Why did you send these things up without telling me what's in them?
Because I felt bad for you.
Why?
Because you were talking like a girl.
Oh, so now you took it upon yourself to get me hooked on some steroids.
Oh, they're not steroids. Like I said, it's made from natural and post-natural ingredients.
What does post-natural mean?
You know, by law, I'm not really required to tell you anything more than what I've told you. I'm just glad that we're not on the air.
Well, we're definitely on the air, you moron.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're on the air. What part of...
you are kidding me.
Oh, I'm definitely not kidding you.
Oh, my God.
What?
Oh, Maurice is going to kill me.
Maurice?
Yeah, my partner.
Who's Maurice?
Maurice Kern.
Oh.
We're a division of Kern Pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, well, I should have seen that coming. Oh. That is like the most evil company on earth.
No, they're not. They seem pretty cool.
I need one of those sodas.
He had me over for a big party last month.
Who has those sodas?
Who has them?
Yeah.
Well, you guys have a lot of them there at the station. Or
no, not anymore.
It sounds like you don't have many left.
We don't have any left.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got them.
Uh-huh.
How many can I put you down for?
How much are they a case?
The actual sodas are $250 a case.
Okay, I'll take, I guess, like 4 cases.
Okay. I'll put you down for 6 because you sound like you're Jones and Bree.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. We'll do 6.
Great. Okay, and I'll throw in a couple canisters too, and one of our mini tents for you and your wife.
Oh, I'm gonna get you.
I sent some to your wife's business too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you for this.
No, you won't.
Sure, I will.
No, you won't because I have bodyguards.
You have bodyguards.
My bodyguards are Mike Score, Jenny Lewis, and Marshall Crenshaw.
So I'm going to come down there and fight. I'm going to fight Marshall Crenshaw.
Yep.
Jenny Lewis from Rilo Kiley.
Yep. You know who my big enforcer is, though?
Who's that?
Big ED.
Who?
England Dan.
England Dan, from England Dan and John Ford Coley.
Not John Ford Coley. He wouldn't get on the stuff.
No, from England Dan and John Ford
Coley.
Coley.
I didn't hear you there.
Yeah.
Forgive me. Oh, you're on the list so hard now, man.
Why? You know, the best thing will be that when I get really big, though, I'm going to crush you.
No, you won't.
Sure I will.
I got my posse with me.
Well, I'll crush them too.
Oh, you're talking tough, aren't you?
I'm feeling tough.
That's what I like to hear. You don't sound like a little girl no more.
Yeah. If I wanted to get off this stuff, do I have any options?
You know, I really don't know. I guess we should have maybe thought that out a little further.
Yeah, maybe you should have looked into the possibility.
Well, don't talk to me like that.
I'll talk to you however I want to talk
I'll get
to
Mike
you.
to rip your tongue out.
Mike Score.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. Bring it on.
Oh, maybe I will.
I'll flatten him, and I'll
really?
flatten you
well,
next.
I'm going to get Mike Reno to come over there and strangle you with that headband of his.
Really?
Yeah.
So Mike Reno's going to come after me now.
That's right. Why?
Because it's insane.
What is?
Mike, you sending these washed-up rockers after me. Mike Reno and Mike Score.
Oh, you're going to get it 80s style, man. Look out, because here it comes, 80s style. I'm going to turn you loose.
You're going to turn me loose. Oh, thank you for hanging. Thank you. Oh, ruining my life. Oh, only 11 minutes left in the show. In tonight's installment of the best show on WFMU. FMU, you're on the air.